Knowing your worth as a woman and taking control of your health is what you need to do starting today and continue until the rest of your life. This is very important, and I really want to explain, also go in a rant and talk about why you have to do this. This is something that is essential to living a good life and to really prioritize yourself and knowing your value that you contribute to society. Women take care of everybody else, but then we always forget to take care of ourselves. And then by the time we think, okay, I think it's time for me to take care of myself, it's too late. You have all these issues, you have all these concerns, and then it puts you in a very emotional state because you're freaking out like, wow, why did I wait so long? Because you're just so busy taking care of everybody else, which isn't bad. It's not bad to have a kind, giving heart, a caring heart. You know, as women, we're nurturers. We just nurture everything else because that's what we do. That's what we're built to do. But in this realm of doing all those things, you tend to get lost and forget about yourself. And I really want to push everybody to prioritize your health starting today and forever, please, because there has been stories of people that I know and that I've seen where they have chronic issues, chronic conditions, and they don't prioritize themselves, and then things just get worse, and before they know it, they're at a later stage of life and they're at a later condition, and it could have been reversible if they got it early, but because they were so busy taking care of everybody else, they neglected themselves, which then resulted in all these chronic issues. I'm gonna insert a clip of a lady talking about what she would tell her 16-year-old self. And this is about chronic conditions. Her particular, it's PCOS. And she's gonna explain about challenges that she's had, as well as things she would tell herself if she was in that circumstance during that time.
I'm not trying to be on the internet crying or anything like that. But the message that I just read that I got is basically saying that there's a 16-year-old girl who is down on herself because she got PCOS and she's going through this, and it's really tough. Like, people don't understand how tough this really is for people. Everybody is not as strong as me. Everybody is not gonna get on the internet and show this, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for a person to do that. The reason why I got so emotional is because it took me back to a place when I was 16 and I was going to school, I'm going to work, I'm trying to figure out what is going on with my body on the inside. Like, why am I growing a beard? I am not a man. I am a woman. Like, I'm going to be a grown woman someday. I don't want to grow up with this on my face. I want it to be gone. Like, I just wanted to go and hide.
Wow, that feeling that she's describing, that she wants to go hide, like, what is wrong with me? What's going on with my body? And you're trying to go through life because life has challenges. And then on top of that, you also have medical challenges. And you're dealing with all the stigma, the bullying, and it's just so challenging. And honestly, like, I've heard this, been through, seen, dealt. This is so common for a lot of women. And for her to share her story, I absolutely applaud her for it.
But if I had some advice for my 16-year-old self, I would be telling myself, hold your head high. You are a queen. No matter what happens, love yourself. Be yourself. Always be true to you. Somebody gonna love you, okay? Somebody is gonna be there for you. You will have a baby. You will make it. It will be okay. It's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be.
At the end of the day, you are not your diagnosis. You are not PCOS. You are not endometriosis. You are not fibroids. You are not ovarian cancer, cervical cancer. You are not that. Breast cancer. You are not that. You are you. And you need to take control of your health. Understand that you are so strong beyond the diagnosis. It's multiple steps that you have to go through to then come out on top, but you will come out on top. And this is why I go so hard for women's health, because we live in this world, we live longer, and do you really want to live a long life and be miserable? No, I for sure do not. I don't want that. So you don't want to do that. You want to take action, and you need to speak up for yourself. You need to put yourself first. You frankly have to be a little bit selfish, because that's just what you have to do. And understanding that the condition that you have does not define you, because you are amazing. And like I said, I go so hard for this because I've dealt with my own issues. Like, for me personally, I have horrible periods. I've managed it, I've conquered it, I've stayed on top of it. Every now and then I'll get a month that's really rough, but you know what? The next month I'm gonna tackle it and we're gonna be okay. And that's just me, that's just my life, right? But everybody has a different story. And my main purpose is to really educate, to bring awareness, and to have a discussion about the various conditions that we suffer as women, and also recognizing that you're not alone. You have to have a community of people who will support you, who will vouch for you, who will give you encouragement when you fall down. Because just because, let's say at a moment you're weak and you're like, oh, I don't feel like I'm gonna go through this, and the next you're like, you know what, I'm ready to conquer it, and then you fall back down. You don't have to stay down. Sometimes you need a hand to help you back up. You don't have to pick your own self up. Sometimes you need someone to give you their hand, you hold on to their hand, and they pull you up with them, and you guys help each other, because that is what you have to do.
Fortunately enough, I grew up with a mother who really loved me and really cared about me like this mother loves and cares about her daughter. It's really hard to talk about because when I was that age, I didn't feel how I feel today. I didn't have the confidence that I have today to be who I am right now. I didn't have that back then. I felt the same way that she felt. I felt like I wasn't good enough, like I was ugly, like I was never gonna have this life or anything that I ever wanted. You know what I'm saying? I felt like this was gonna hold me back. Like I was never gonna elevate because of this. Like I really felt like that was it for me.
Lastly, I want to wrap up and say, okay, so who am I, right? Some random girl on the internet who's just ranting away. Okay, well, I'm a random girl on the internet. Who cares? I deeply care about women's health care, and I really just want to bring awareness. I want to have discussion, I want to have conversations, and I want us to be able to tackle a lot of things and just have good communication, because there's so much that we deal with, not only like GYN, OB side, also like mental health, also fighting for our place in this world, fighting through adversity, through challenges, through having to just stand on certain things and being knocked down. Like the world, like, I don't know about you, but I know for me, the world like beats me up every single day. But that's okay, because I'm still here, right? I'm still here. I'm functioning. Like I have a pulse. Like I'm still here. But I feel like the world just like beats us down day in and day out. But you gotta keep going. You have to keep going, because I always tell myself, and also tell other people as well, you only have one body. You only have one life. You might as well like it. You might as well enjoy it. You might as well have a good time, because that's all you got. You can't change. You can't replace it. You can't, like, you just can't. It is what it is at this point. And so you have to keep moving forward. You have to stay strong, and you have to, I'm going to say it again, prioritize yourself, prioritize your health, know your worth, know your crown. Like, I can't remember what the saying is. I think it's like, your crown is falling, or you know, like something about your crown. Like you have to go into the world and into the spaces that you go into as that you are amazing, because nobody's gonna clap and cheer for you. You have to cheer and clap for yourself. No one's gonna give you congratulations. Sometimes they do, sometimes they won't, sometimes it's fake, sometimes it's not, I don't know, but you have to congratulate yourself, right? In a world where people don't appreciate you, appreciate yourself. If people don't value yourself, because you are all you have. And again, I'm just random lady on the internet, but I'm a random lady who cares. And I hope that you got something out of this. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. And I hope we can have future discussions, as well as talk about other women's health topics and kind of dive in as well. If you stayed this long and you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye.